She is the wife of Lord Shiva. She was actually an incarnation of Shiva's earlier wife, Sati, who had thrown herself into the sacred fire from which the practice of sati came to India. But Parvati is born and she has a desire to marry Lord Shiva. Now, furthermore, there is a prediction. The world at this time is in one of its states where it needs saving. Very, very rare that the world needs saving, but this was a time it needed saving, and the prediction was that only a son born to Shiva could save the world. The problem was that Shiva was off in austerities, lost in meditation, way up on Mount Kailash. Nothing could penetrate him. Nothing could induce him to come back and play with the world, much less beget a child. Parvati began her own austerities. This is called tapasya in India. She sat for days and weeks and years. She sat in the rain. She sat in the scorching sun. She sat and meditated on Lord Shiva. Her mind was concentrated on Shiva and Shiva alone. Eventually, her austerities were so pronounced, so strong, that it commanded the attention of Lord Shiva way off Mount Kailash. He knew his sphere was being penetrated by this meditation. And so he came down and he, in another form, tried to dissuade her. Said, "You don't want Shiva. He hangs out with ghouls. He's very unsightly. He's a mess. Take someone else." And she said, "Then you know nothing about Shiva." And she began singing Shiva's praises in words. It was so beautiful. Sacred hymns that Shiva melted. And they were married. And the son, Skanda or Kartikeya, as both names, came forth. And the world was saved. Consider the goddess Kali, the dark goddess, who wears a mala of skulls, of human skulls around her neck. She sticks out her tongue, carries a sword, many arms. Kali. Now, there was a time, actually many, many times, we may be in one of them now, when Lord Shiva, our collective consciousness, was asleep. Lord Shiva slept, and the consciousness of the world was asleep. And the goddess, in the form of Kali, stomped on Shiva's chest and jumped up and down and raged in order to wake him up, raging and raging as she rages now, with storms and drought and the imbalance of things. What does it take to wake up mankind from the slumber? What will it take? If it will take our death, Kali will oblige. For it is said that through time itself, Kali brought death into the world as a favor. Consider the Hindu goddess Durga. Durga, she rides a white tiger. Now there was a time when there was born to a demon named Ramba. A son was born from Ramba's copulation with a buffalo. And this son was Mahisha. He is the Minotaur of India. Bull-headed, human body, tail. Now Mahisha performed great austerities. And the gods granted him a boon. He would be impervious and invulnerable to the gods. No man or god could slay Mahisha. Now Mahisha, since he came from the demon stock, the Asuras, he used this power oppressively. He oppressed the existence. And Bhumi Mother Earth. That's the Earth Mother in the Sanskrit mythology. Bhumi groaned under the weight of the oppression, and she appealed to the gods to save her and restore the balance. But this time, even Vishnu could not, because Mahisha was so powerful. So the trinity of gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, called forth their Shakti, their consorts, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati, and surrounded them with beams of light, because they knew that only a goddess form, a female form, could overcome Mahisha, as he was impervious to man and God. And so they called forth Durga, and she was created, each god threw some power or aspect into the center and created her. What a magnificent goddess she was. 3 magnificent eyes, blood-rimmed, they say. Her face was sculpted by Shiva, torso by Indra, breasts by Chandra the moon, teeth by Brahma, all her 3 eyes by Agni, the god of fire. And the gods gave her certain powers. Shiva gave her his trident, Vishnu his discus, Brahma gave her powers, and the Himalaya mountains gave her the white tiger. And she did battle for 10 days with the forces of Mahisha. And the 8th and 9th day, Chanda and Munda came forth as forces of Mahisha to battle her. And she concentrated, and from her forehead, Jamandaya came forth, a form of Kali, and destroyed them. And on the 10th day, Durga herself slew the demon Mahisha. Wonderful art sculptures all over India of this, of Durga with Shiva's trident slaying Mahisha. Beautiful, beautiful work. Oh Durga, Chamandayi, come to us again. Destroy the Mahisha that now oppresses us, that has taken our minds and hearts for this time. Oh, Aphrodite, Aphrodite, we implore you. We love you. We love you. We yearn for your touch, for it is you and only you that put that special shimmer on everything. It is only you that create that splendor that really compels us. You are the source of our desire. And talk, though we may, and there's a lot of talk about the problems with desire, we all want it. We all live in it. We hanker for it. Oh, Aphrodite, Aphrodite. We know you are impossible. We know you are demanding. We know you are a source of much, much trouble, and yet we would not do without you, Aphrodite, nor would the gods. Sexual appetite is the engine that drives this physical existence. Now we've spoken of Demeter and others bringing forth the plants and flowers, but none of it would germinate without a little bit of sexual doodahs going on all over. And for that, we need love and depend on Aphrodite.